This video is dedicated to Yami. She mentioned reduced joint stiffness, and I thought that was a great idea for a yoga class. So thank you. Make your way to your yoga mat. Slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Take a full body stretch. Point your toes. Extend your arms overhead. Flex your ankles and place your hands at heart center. Draw your chin down and back, and select an intention for today's yoga sequence. It can be a word or phrase, whatever first comes to your mind. Slowly draw your knees in towards your chest and circle in one direction. Go slow. No need to rush through today's yoga practice. On your next breath, circle your knees in the opposite direction. You can rest your hands on your knees if that feels better for you. Lower your feet towards the ground. Take a breath. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Place your left arm in the T position and circle out your right knee. Notice how this feels as you create space in your right hip. Keep your left ankle flexed. Circle your knee in the opposite direction. Draw your low belly in and up, and notice that both hips remain level. On your next breath, press all four corners of the right foot into the left thigh. Place your arms in the T position. Take your gaze to the right, then to the center, and then to the left. Come to the neutral position. Draw your chin down and back, and lift through the crown of your head. Flex your left ankle. Create space in your toes. Draw your low belly in and up, and feel the stretch across your chest. Release your foot and draw your left knee into your body. Place your hand on your knee and begin to circle in one direction. You can place it on the knee or the shin, or you don't need to use your hand there at all. Whatever feels best for you. Go slow. Circle your knee in the opposite direction. Does one hip feel differently than the other? Don't pass judgment on it. You're just collecting some information about yourself. Things to notice. On your next breath, press all four corners of your left foot into the right thigh. Turn your head to look right. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. Flex your right ankle. Turn your head to center, and then turn your head to the left. Feel the stretch on the opposite side of the neck. Return to the neutral position. Draw your chin down and back. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Continue to press the left foot into your right thigh. Notice that your hands are turned up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Release the left foot and place a bend in your knees. Take a moment and then step your knees to the wide edge of the mat. Your pinky toes should touch the floor. Draw your chin down and back. Place a bend in your elbows, elbows in line with your shoulders, Then lower your knees towards the right, take your gaze to the left, return to center, and then lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Begin to gently windshield out your hips a few times. Find stillness, and then press all four corners of the feet into one another. Lower your knees towards the ground. Clasp onto your elbows and begin to circle up around your head and down towards your chest. Go slowly. Feel the stretch in your underarms as you begin to create a little bit of space in your shoulders. Now, if for any reason it's uncomfortable for your knees, bring pillows to support them. Circle your elbows and hands in the opposite direction and continue to go slow. On your next breath, reach your arms up overhead, thumbs to touch the ground, pinkies to face the ceiling, and feel the stretch. Can you stretch a little bit more? Can you bring a little bit more space into your underarms? Close your eyes. Gently guide your mind back to this present moment. All you have is right here and right now. Lower your arms down along your side and press your thighs together. Clasp your hands around your right thigh and lift and lower the right foot towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Next time your foot lifts, pause and circle the ankle in one direction. Bring a lot of space to your ankle. Circle your ankle in the opposite direction. See if you can straighten out your leg just a little bit more. Point and flex your toe a few times. Notice how this feels. If you have a generous bend in your knee, that's okay. I'd rather have you have a generous bend over hyperextending your knee. And draw your chin down and back. Lower the foot down. Clasp your hands behind the left thigh. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, lower down. Bring a little bit of space to the opposite side. As always, go slow. One breath with one movement. As you lift the leg up, find stillness. Circle your ankle out in one direction. Circle your foot out in the opposite direction. Notice if you feel any sticky spots in your foot. Bring a little bit of space to the stiffer areas in your body. Now begin to point and flex the ankle. Notice how this feels as you move the ankle in several directions. Lower the foot down. Extend the legs long and take a full body stretch. Turn your head to look left, turn it to look right, and bring a little bit of space into your neck. On your next breath, sit up tall. Take your time. No need to rush. Place a bend in your knees. Pick up your right foot and place it just above your left knee. If you want a deep stretch, your foot will be close to your hip. If not, scoot back a little bit further. Gently rock your hips from left to right. Envision that your right knee, is coming away from you, not towards you. Find stillness and circle your foot out in one direction. The knee coming away from you will just be a subtle movement. It's not going to move 3 feet forward. Well, maybe it will, but not for me. Circle your foot out in the opposite direction. Continue to breathe. Lower the foot down. If things are a little bit tighter, bring a little bit more space between the hips and the foot. Pick up the left foot, place it just above the right knee, and shake the hips out from left to right. Envision that left knee is, instead of coming towards you, that it's being pushed away. Find stillness and circle out your ankle in one direction. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Circle the foot out in the opposite direction. Release the foot. If you're using props today, feel free to grab them at this time. No rush, and always know you don't need yoga props to do a practice. You just need you and your breath. Come to hands and knees. Exhale, lower the belly down. Inhale, draw your navel towards your spine, puff up the back. Your feet should be hip-width distance apart. Your knees, hip-width distance apart. Hands, shoulder-width distance. Create space in your fingers. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Go slow. Extend the right leg long and spin out onto the left and right side of the toes. Notice the space this brings into your hips. Step the right foot in between your hands, and if you're using yoga blocks, grab them at this time. Extend your right leg long. It may take you a moment to adjust, and choose the setting of your yoga blocks. You can sit all the way up. You don't need support. And now turn your right foot from left to right. The top of your left foot should be resting onto the ground, so no need to curl your left toes under at this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, no crunching your upper back. And on your next breath, find stillness. Flex your right ankle. Bring your toes a little bit closer to you. A little bit more, a little bit more. See if you can open things up. Your gaze should be down in between your hands. Repeat the words of your intention to yourself softly. There's no wrong intention, whatever you want to focus on. Breathe in and breathe out. Release the leg, return to hands and knees. Extend the left leg back and spin out into the left and right side by bringing a little bit of space into your left hip. Your hands should be shoulder width distance apart. And once things feel opened up, take just a moment and then step your left foot in between your hands. If you're using your props, grab them at this time and choose the height that works best for you. Extend your left leg long and shake out your left foot from right to left, opening and closing your hips. Draw your low belly in and up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Notice that your gaze is down towards your feet. Inhale and exhale. Find stillness. Flex your ankle. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Remember, no crunching your upper back forward. Too much time is spent crunched over on your phone. Not right now. This is your yoga practice. I want your spine to be beautiful and lengthened out. Take care of you. Focus on your breath. If your mind has begun to wander outside of this space, not now. Not now. Bring it to this present moment, because if you think about something else, you'll miss out what is right in front of you. And remember, all you have is right here and right now. Release your foot. Move your blocks out of the way. Come to hands and knees. Drop the low belly. Inhale, puff up the upper back, and take a few rounds of cat and cow. You've been here before, so you choose the pace that feels best for you. If you want to hold something for a moment, please do so. But if not, continue one breath with one movement. Circle your knee out a few times, your right knee, bringing a little bit of space to your hip. Extend the right knee long, thread it through the left side of your body. If you're using props today, place one under your hip. I want your shin to be parallel with your mat. If that means 5 yoga blocks up off the ground, that's okay. As you can see, my hip doesn't touch the floor unassisted, so no competition here today. Remember, meet yourself where you're at, because you're exactly where you need to be. In pigeon pose, it's tough. So breathe through it and be glad that you tried. And remember, you can do this pose on your back. Lay on your back, and if you need to put your right ankle above your left knee, then go ahead and do so. Anything in yoga can be adjusted to meet you where you are at. Curl the left toes under. Step the right foot back. Return to hands and knees. Smile to yourself softly. And circle out the left knee a couple of times. Bring a little bit of space into your hips. You know what is to come. You've been here before. Extend your left leg long. Thread it through your right. Your shin should be parallel. If you're using assistance today, place your block under that left hip. Try your best to keep it as parallel as possible. Curl your toes under and then rest the top of your right foot onto the floor. Choose the level that you would like of your yoga block. Breathe. You can keep your arms up. You can rest onto the floor, wherever feels good in your body. Press your hands into the floor, curl your right toes under, and step your left foot back. The easiest way for you, come down onto your belly, rest the tops of your feet onto the ground, extend your arms long, and turn your gaze to one direction. Whichever direction you would like, it doesn't matter. Breathe. Turn your gaze in the opposite direction. Notice if that feels any differently in your body. Turn your forehead down towards the mat. Walk your hands to place a bend in your elbows and feel the stretch in your upper back. Close your eyes. Breathe. Come to hands and knees. Bring your feet together, your knees together. Set your hips back onto your heels. Walk your hands forward and take a closed-legged version of child's pose. Now, if this is feeling like your hips are really talking to you, you can always rest onto a pillow. You can either place your hands on the pillow or place a pillow in between your hips and your feet. Any way that you can set up and be comfy. On your next breath, walk your hands towards your shoulders, press into the floor, come to a cross-legged position, draw your navel point in and up, and begin to circle the shoulders back a few times, releasing any final stiffness in your body. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Find stillness. Inhale, lift the arms up. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Lower the hands down. Draw your hands to heart center. And always, always commend yourself for making time for you. Thanks for practicing with me today, and let me know, what kind of yoga video would you like to see? Hope you have a great day. Bye.